to Moca's Nola bells and bowls. Where the love runs deep, the fam stays strong, and the bells, they always ring for us. We the bells and we hold it down, yeah. Real ones only, we don't mess around. All love, no cap, no clout to chase. Just truth in the chat and respect in the space. It's family, Moca got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role. Just show a real and you already home. Pull up to the bells and bowls like a Sunday seed. Got peace in the room and a vibe on beat. No drama, no mess, just minds that meet. Introduce yourself in the chat and the mods gon' greet. Real talk, we got brothers and sisters here. Ain't no fake love, every heart sincere. We've been through storms, but the sky stay clear. Loyalty live, that's the chant you hear. Woo! No chaos in the comment section. Just bells with a bond and a bold connection. Safe space, strong face, deep reflection. Mocha, don't fold, that's pure protection. If you ever felt unheard, misunderstood, pull up in the chat, we treat you good. Ain't gotta be loud, just gotta be true. Mocha got the light and we shine with you. Not a panel of pain, it's a platform of pride. Everybody got space and we don't divide. You loyal, you love, that's how we ride. Got a bell and a bow in the name, but a tribe world. From the mods to the lurkers and folks on rewatch. Every tap, every like, we feel it alive. Mocha ain't just a name, it's a vibe you caught. Nola bell, Nola boast, that's a family, not a thought. Bring it loud, we the bells and we hold it down. Yeah, we do. Real ones only, we don't mess around. Real talk, all love, no cap, no clout to chase. Just truth in the chat and respect in the space. It's family, Mocha got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role. To show a real and you already home. Mocha said that to every bell in the space. Whether you typing, watching, or just vibing, you are this family. And over here, we don't fold, we ring. Ooh.
Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday, guys. Happy Thursday. It's always a blessing to turn on this live stream and see each and every one of you sitting on the porch. And what a beautiful evening it is to sit up on this porch. But hey, we're here. We're here. And y'all know why we're here, because last night we couldn't just let it go like that. We definitely couldn't just let it go like that. So we're here tonight for part 2. Because y'all had too many questions. Y'all had too many comments floating. So we're back. We're back for part 2. So y'all get on up in here, get on up in here, get on up in here, because we got a conversation that needs to be had. Now, I know good and well, y'all saw the title. The Jarvis Butts exposure. The Jarvis Butts exposure. Did he misdiagnose himself? Or did he manipulate all them slow women for sympathy? Which was it? And I know y'all saw that thumbnail as well. But before Mocha even gets deep into that thumbnail, baby, before we even get into the phone calls or his so-claimed health claim, I need to take attendance. I need to take attendance. Because, baby, the roster is long. It's long. And tonight, we're pulling them all to the front of the class. We got small neck, big head, nobody Shannon. We got the Haitian lady from the PJs, Angel. We got low white blood cell banker Nate. We got I've been burnt 6 times Tachi. We got the thirsty hamburglar looking wench called Kizzy. And we got Miss Wipe Everything Down Blue Car Latricia. We got Melissa. We don't know much about her. We got the scuba diver that sound like she live underwater, Dina. We got Kim. And baby, we cannot forget the I'm old enough to know better than this AARP representative from North Carolina. Baby, we got them. They're on the roster tonight. So let me ask y'all something. Damn it, I done lost count. How many women that was? How many women, Jarvis? How many was that? Shit. And the part that got me scratching my head, every last one of these women knew exactly who Jarvis was. They knew the allegations. They knew the questions that were surrounding his incarceration. They knew people was looking at Jarvis sideways. All these women knew why people were concerned about his involvement. But yet, each and every one of these women kept answering the phone. Each and every one of these women put their hard-earned money or their children's welfare check or something. These women were putting their hard-earned money on phone calls to accept these calls from Jarvis Butts. That's what I want to talk about tonight. Because the more we listen to these phone calls, every woman ended up with a different version of Jarvis. A different story, different excuse, a different reason to that he made them feel sorry for him. So that's where we're going tonight. We're going to talk about the women and why they all continued to intertangle with him despite everything that they all already knew. This is insane, ladies. This is insane. And how could y'all call yourself mothers? How could y'all call yourself women? How could y'all call yourself anything other than suckers? Suckers for Jarvis Butts. How could you? How could you? I see y'all up in here. I see y'all up in here. Come on up in here. Baby. That title, Jarvis Butts exposure, misdiagnosed Jarvis. Did you misdiagnose yourself? Or did you manipulate these women for sympathy? That thumbnail said they all love J Bub. He had a sympathy playbook for each one of them. They all had their own page. How many fell for it? All of them. All of them. All of them. Just slow. Just slow. Just slow. Moderators, I see y'all up in here doing what you do. And I love you all for it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate what you do here. Y'all work hard on the porch. And I appreciate you for it. For those of you that's just coming in, make sure you hit the like button for your girl. Double tap those emojis to the right. Go ahead on, and those of you that are not on the porch, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Grab a membership and become a NOLA, Bell, or a Bo today. Now let's get comfortable. Grab your coffee, your tea, your snacks, whatever you got going on. Because baby, tonight is going to be another one of those nights. Now, you already know how we do things around here. The live stream is based on whatever's publicly out there. Whatever he done said, whatever they done said, interviews, whatever was said. Everything I'm discussing, we discussing. Those are our thoughts, our opinions, our observations. But I do encourage y'all to do your own research if you choose to. Come to your own conclusions if you choose to. Now, with that out of the way, if y'all are ready for tonight's conversation, If y'all ready for tonight's conversation, let's get it popping. Drop us some penicillin. Drop us some syringes. Drop us a little bit of this and a whole lot of that. Because all of them need it. He left them a nice package. He left them a nice present. He did just that. So let me speak to my people before we get where we're going. My beautiful sister. I see you, Black Beauty. I see you. Black, I call her Black Beauty. Black Goddess. I see you, my love. Happy Thursday, boo. Welcome, 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 Marty. I see you too, boo. Happy Thursday. My girl Roz is here. Happy Thursday, sis. Ariana, I see you. I see you. I see you. Cynthia Harmon, welcome, welcome, welcome. Pamela, welcome, my love. Trina Ellis, welcome. Hey, Tootie. Welcome, my girl. Sunshine, I see you, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My sister, I'm covered. I see you, baby. Welcome. And look at my sister PJ up in here. Welcome, sister. Welcome. El Kenner, welcome, my love. Welcome to the chat and happy Thursday to you. Look at Boo Banger up in here. Boo Banger, I see you, baby. Welcome, welcome. D-Shell, welcome, my love. Just said, happy Thursday, baby. Look at Ernestine. Hey, my love. Happy Thursday to you. Charlotte Stewart, I see you, baby. Happy Thursday. Kimberly Earls, welcome, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Miss Gemini, welcome. Hey, Chucky, welcome. Hope all has been well. Yolanda, welcome, baby. Sunshine, thank you for sending a gift. Thank you, baby. Absolutely, Boo Banger. Boo Banger said, I'm still screaming from the top of my lungs. Justice for Naziyah. Absolutely, Boo Banger. Absolutely. Look at my girl, Pretty 5 feet is up in here. She come through the door tickled. Welcome, boo. Happy Thursday to you, Tiffany. I see you, baby. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My girl, Essie, is up in here. Hey, boo. Pretty 5 feet said, Melissa, not really her name. That's the 4-year-old girl. Shut your mouth. Girl. Pretty 5 feet, girl. Look, girl. Girl. Pretty 5 feet says, Melissa ain't her name. That ain't her name. My girl says, that's the 4-year-old. Jarvis gave the S, the T, and all them D's to. What you say? And she listened. What? And is in jail at the moment. Shut your mouth. Okay, I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. And if that's who you're talking about, her name ain't Melissa. You're absolutely right, Pretty Pete. If that's who we talking about. My girl Kenyatta Marie's up in here. She said we need info on Tanya. Hachi was very jealous. Oh, child, these women coming out the woodwork. Look at my girl Tony up in here. Happy Thursday, boo. Happy Thursday. She said Nate actually was snappy with JB. I guess she was. She was running out of money. She needed a defense mechanism. My girl Natasha is up in here. Happy Thursday, boo. Tiffany said, give that nigga all the money. Not some of it, all the money. Child. Kenyatta Marie said, Moca, what was the other woman's name that lived in Nay's building? The other woman that lived in Nay's building, oh Lord. Let me tell her name is Black Goddess. I see, sis, what's her name? Because according to Jarvis's daughter, the one that was coming in the chat saying she was Jarvis's daughter, she said that was her mother that lived in Nay's building. And if in fact it was her mother, and Jarvis went to her and not to Nay, then that makes her an addition to the puzzle. I'm just saying. Cynthia Harmon says, Moca, Jarvis is a goddamn manipulator. And is, and was. Tootie Scott said, Mariah, thank you, sunshine. I knew somebody was gonna remember. She gave us a slew of names. My girl Tootie says, coming to the stage from Michigan, Mr. Drip. In the drip is, girl, we ain't gonna call him Mr. Well, yeah, he could be the nasty Mr. from The Color Purple. Cynthia Harmon, we appreciate you for being a member for 7 months, my love, and we love having you on the porch. Kenyatta Marie said, blue card jumped ship first. She wasn't with it. She was the smartest of them all, Kenyatta. She was the smartest. You hear me? She was the smartest, and I ain't mad at her. Drag Race, and I see you, my love. Welcome, and happy Thursday, baby. Hey, Greta, welcome, my love. Welcome. Marty said, I grabbed my antibiotics, my painkiller, mouthwash for my stitched up gum. Marty, you better take care of that girl. Beautiful soul, I see you, my love. Happy Thursday. Levesque, I see you, baby. Welcome. Look at Black Beauty up in here. Hey, boo. Happy Thursday to you, cool girl sister. Welcome. Tony says, Mocha, don't you ask me, because I'm not. Mocha, don't fix your lips, because I'm not. Tony says, Mocha, I'm not passing out no medicine to none of them hoes tonight. Not one. My girl, Pretty 5 Feet, said, yep, that's the mom. She knew he was a PDF. Ain't that some shit? My girl? Ooh, child. I am covered, said Mocha, you forgot the lady who violated him. She turned him into a monster. Well, yeah, I forgot her too, right? Child. When I tell you he had him. Mariah. Drag Racing said, Mocha, you said it a long time ago. Somebody was taking care of Jarvis in jail. Absolutely. That's the name she gave us, y'all. Mariah, Maisha, all kind of shits. Charlotte Stewart, thank you so very much, my love, for always supporting the channel. Leopard, I see you, boo. Happy Thursday. I think I got everybody. Mocha, I see the thumbnail. All right, cool girl sisters. Tootie says, Mocha, I didn't notice your jacket on the thumbnail, girl. You hear me? Tootie. If we was going to come in here, we had better come in here and do it right. Shit. Now we're gonna walk the yellow brick road, because this was a whole road map. Hey, Chandra, welcome, my love. Happy Thursday to you, boo. We're gonna walk this road, y'all. So since he decided to check out, or since they decided to say he checked out, right? Thank you, Roz. Roz said that's a cute thumbnail, Dr. Mocha. Listen. Since they said he checked out, Him, her, thank you so much for supporting the channel, boo. Since they claimed he checked out, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We all know that he left them all a very, very, very hefty package. He left them all with something to remember him for a lifetime. Right? So let's start from what we know. Let's have a conversation. You know, because Jarvis let the cat out the bag. Tashi, she confirmed it 6 times. So, from what we know, Shannon was with him twice. Martina was with him. Allegedly, Annette too. So does that explain why Shannon is walking around here with no neck, a big head, and a body that's disappearing in the wind? Because Shannon, you accepted this man and you was proud of this man. You knew everything there was about this man, boo. You should have been right along with him with the allegation. You knew the questions that was being asked. You knew what people thought, what people felt. You knew all of that, Shannon. But you were the only one that we know for certain had all the answers to what was being asked. Because I still believe this very day, Shannon and Annette holds a responsibility that for some reason, Wayne County don't want to hold them responsible for. And I don't understand it. But God has a way. Let me get God out of this, because let me get God out of this with these devils. Karma has a way of coming back. And when she's ready to collect, she collects. So since y'all played with Jarvis said in Wayne County 2 years, 2 months, and how many days you said, girl? So while he was there, he just decided to hold on to his secrets. But he knew he had to, gave all y'all a nice little present and wrapped that bitch up and put a bow on it. So now I wonder what space all of y'all are in right now as y'all unwrap y'all packages. Because y'all can't make Moca believe that y'all didn't know, don't know, that y'all got the package. Hell, Tachi said 6 times. So if she said 6 times, Shannon, how many times has it been for you? Because you pushed out babies. Lots of them, you said. Cool girl sister says Moca. Nay was going to the doctor a lot herself. Absolutely, cool girl sister. Nay came back and said her white blood cells weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. And cool girl sister, that in itself tells a story. That in itself tells a story. My girl Marty says ding-a-ling-a-ling. God damn, Marty. Not ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling special clinic. Bell is ringing for Sir Drip-a-Lot. ATM slow holes. He left y'all penicillin, syringes, and government health warnings. ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. And he paid for it all at burial expenses. Marty, I thought you wasn't feeling well. Maudie cutting up already. Kenyatta Marie said Jarvista kept them in the bed or in the toilet. And that's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate because you know what I want to know? What was it? What was it about this man or this piece of ass man, right? What was it about this piece of ass man that made these women do all that they done? These women gave him more attention than they gave their own children. We could tell in the conversations he had with Kizzy. We could tell this in the way to whatever her name was, the one that sounded like she was underwater, who didn't know when she got pregnant and if it was for him or not. We could tell how she handled her children. These women are sick. Tootie says, Mocha, do you think he gave Naziyah something? And they lied and said it was a pregnancy? Tootie, let's talk about it, baby. Because if we could remember correctly, Tootie, if we could remember correctly, in one of those text messages between Jarvis and Naziyah, and if you all remember, I want you all to, bring it up to speed up in here. In those text messages, there was a message where Naziyah said she was at the hospital. Remember, we were trying to figure out what for. And then later on, there were text messages, and that baby said, I'm healed. Me. Hey, baby. Happy Thursday, boo. That child said, I'm healed. Healed from what? Healed from what? Because now it's all beginning to make a little more sense. A lot of this is beginning to make a lot more sense. Shannon walking around here looking sicker than sick. And she started looking sick even before Sir Drip-A-Lot went to jail. We saw what Angel looks like. Her face all sunk in. So think about it. When that baby said she was healed, Tootie, something in my gut tells me that child was on antibiotics too. Now, Annette, Shannon, Marquita, I just gotta say, y'all need your ass whipped. Y'all need your ass whipped. Because the thing is, he's been dealing with all these hoes for a long time. Right? This ain't nothing that just happened. This ain't nothing that just came about. He's been dealing with them all for a long time. And look at him. Wasn't he with Angel before he got with Shannon? Because I'm curious to know, what was it? What was it about this boogeyman? What was it? Cool Girl Sister says, Mocha, how about when Nay was crying when he acts was wrong, allegedly, maybe she found out that day. It's a possibility. And she said, I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to take care of it. Don't worry about it. I don't want to stress you out. I'm telling you, he left them all with a nice back. Ooh, child. Tony says, Mocha, he had the nerve to threaten somebody like he was getting out of jail. I would have, if I would have broke my finger trying to mash the hang up button. How do you talk shit to somebody and you in jail? Listen, Tony. He talked shit to him while he was in jail because they allowed it. These women, these low vibrational, SSS, ISS, SSI recipients allowed it. And it's my belief. It's my belief. He been walking around Detroit plugged up. He's been walking Detroit knowing he had to clap back. And he was on a mission. Y'all didn't see no woman that looked like she had a little moral, dignity, pride, value in her, nothing. Those were the type of women that he dealt with. Everything that came to the forefront was slow. Everything. So he chose the weak to prey on because all he felt was that he was light-skinned, he had good hair, but they couldn't even see that this man looked like the crypt keeper. And if he intentionally did it to him, he knew to choose the ones that wouldn't report nothing, that wouldn't say nothing. He was the pharmacist, and he was going to tell him how to handle it. Think about it. Think about it. Right, Ross? I'm thinking he did too. He infected her. Kenyana Marie said he was so excited to talk to Tachi's daughter. Absolutely. Asked 1,050 questions about her daughter. And the daughter had no interest, no desire to talk to him. And something tells me that once Jarvis got locked up and they did the assessment on it and found out he was a ABC 1, 2, 3 walking vending machine, they put him on medication. They put him on medication because it got to a point he started looking different. He started gaining a little weight. His color started coming back a little bit. But then in the end, shit wasn't panning out. Hey, Leisure Lady, welcome, my love. Me said she was thin. Me, she wasn't the same little girl. Kenyana Marie said Naziyah looks sick in that last picture. And you know, now that I think about it, I never looked at her that way. I never knew what, it was never on me to go and look for that in her. But now that Jarvis let the cat out the bag and Tachi confirmed it, it's enough for us to want to look at whatever we want to look at. Jesus. Ron said that was pretty sad when she said she was healed. And that's what I couldn't understand, Roz. The fact that this child was able to talk to this monster the way she did, and that family thought nothing of it. And I'm pretty sure within the years that Shannon no neck ass has been with this monster, she done got her fair share of infection as well, allegedly. So how the fuck could y'all allow, because y'all knew it, that's why I said you're allowed. How the fuck could y'all allow this nigga to be with this child? Knowing your big, slow, slew black ass done sit up there and been with him, and you done went down a slippery slope going look for penicillin. So y'all just didn't give a damn. Shannon knows everything. Shannon stalked every woman this nasty ass man ever had. So Shannon knew about what he did to the 4-year-old. She knew that. But she thought she had a prize. You knew he did it to the 4-year-old, and your big overgrown ass thought that shit was acceptable. He did it to your ass multiple times. And you thought it was cute. So you allowed him to do it to Naziyah as well, allegedly. Y'all gotta be some sick fucking people. Y'all gotta be the sickest people there ever was. And I wouldn't be talking about this if Jarvis Butts didn't disclose that. And when he let the cat out the bag, again, like I said, Hachi confirmed it. So let's be honest, goddammit. They all knew. None of them hoes is exempt. And when I say that, I'm meaning that family. Fuck the women that Jarvis Butts played with. That family knew. Extended family. Those in that house. Dre, they all fucking knew. And you mean to tell me this shit was acceptable? You mean to tell me this shit is acceptable? Listen. Jarvis deflects and he tries to control a narrative. When Jarvis informed Hachi about how his daughter lived with Shannon, and he started calling his daughter all out of her name. She was this and she was that. And I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why. Is it because she wouldn't let him play under her clothes? Is it because she called his nasty ass out? But either fucking way it goes, she was living with Shannon. So all this filth, all this nastiness, all of this shit took place under the umbrella of Harris Gamble in their residence, around their people, at their family functions that they all fucking attended. So I've learned to ignore the noise about who didn't know what. Because something of this magnitude, I don't give a goddamn. You knew. You knew. You may have not walked the fuck in on the act, but you knew. You knew. You knew. Kenyatta Marie said Angel been sick the longest. Ooh, Kenyatta Marie. Kenyatta Marie. She looked like she been through it. When I tell you the Haitian lady from the PJs, that's who the hell she looked like for real, for real, for real. And that ain't normal. Teeth missing on the side. Girl, that's a medical problem. But what gets me is y'all continue to be with him. Y'all continue to be with him. And I wonder if, because we knew Angel didn't have a job, I wonder if that's why he took care of her so well. I wonder if that's why Nay had to make sure the Haitian lady had what she needed. I wonder if that's why. I wonder if that's why. Cool Girl Sister says, Mocha, he gave it to his daughter too. That's why she told him she looks at men differently. Oh. Cool Girl Sister, which daughter? Which daughter, Cool Girl Sister? Wow. Is it the one that was living with Shannon that said she now looks at men differently? This man ruined a whole lot of lives. And Shannon and Annette helped him. And these other women allowed it. That's what I was thinking too, Leisure Lady. That's who I was thinking. That's who I was thinking as well, Leisure Lady. Huh. Tootie said they all look sick. Granny looks sick. Dre looks sick. Them kids look sick. Both twins look sick. But these hoes should not believe. Hey, Shell, baby, welcome, my love. Happy Thursday. These hoes, there's no way these hoes should believe, right? That what they allowed to happen to these children will not come back to them. These children didn't deserve this shit. And it breaks my heart right now for these children, right? It breaks my heart even more for these children right now. After Tachi grown ass. After Tachi grown ass sit there and said 6 times. There's got to be the nastiest bunch of people that ever existed. Sunshine said, rock teeth, left all the asses behind. God damn. Ugh, girl. She said he left them full of discharge. Miss Always a Lady, I see you, boo. Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. My sister, Black Goddess, says Jarvis had Linus and ABC undetected. You think it was undetected, sis? Something telling me he knew. Something telling me he knew. Marty says, Fam Fresh ain't go cut that aroma. The parting gift drip a lot left y'all. Nay, how your white count gone, girl? Hope y'all get your white count up to date, because her brand count low too. Oh, Lord. That's what she said. And Tony now is all making sense. And again, like I said, Jarvis' exit papers told him that he had to partake in an ABC 1, 2, 3 class. Jarvis' stipulations were that he had to enroll in an ABC 1, 2, 3 class. And then, like Tony said, Marcus said her ass, 504, hey sister, welcome, boo. Then Marcus sits her ass up there. And Marcus told him, now you can get the medical help you need. But you hoes, you nasty hoes, sit on that information for years. For years, y'all sit on the fact that he was dripping. For years, y'all sit on the fact that him and the dripsters were just walking around passing it out like M&Ms. Make this shit make sense. And Nay, I don't know what to say for you, my girl. You told him on the phone he whipped it out and it smelled horrible. But yet you still serviced him. Y'all got to make this make sense. No morals. None. My girl Ron says, and Shannon would get pregnant time and time again. And surely she was sleeping with him during those times. Absolutely. Absolutely. So could you imagine what those babies went through at birth? Look at the Hamburglar, George Jefferson. Look at her face. Look at Kizzy's face. Tootie says, I saw the latest picture of Kizzy. She's small too. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't this a bitch? Chandra says, my girl says, don't an adult gotta take Naziyah to the doctor? She's a minor. Them bitches knew the deal, and they did, Chandra, and they did. And they did. And Chandra, that alone is enough to bring, and that's why I don't understand the charges that's not being brought up on Annette and Shannon. That's why I don't understand the charges not being brought up on Annette and Shannon. Naziyah can't tell a story, but there are still children there that got paperwork behind their story. And you mean to tell me Annette and Shannon is still walking around here? Ooh, child. Tootie says, and if Jarvis knew he was sick, that's a major charge itself. He didn't give a damn. He didn't give a damn, Tootie, only because he dealt with the type of women that he controlled. Who they was gonna tell? Them bitches ain't went to no doctor. They didn't go to a doctor. They did not go see a doctor. Tootie says, and the daughter, I always knew the daughter knew it's inappropriate. That's why she always said, huh? She didn't, listen, that young girl did not want to speak to Jarvis. And every time he was on the phone with Tachi, he wanted the daughter. She had more sense than her mama. Her mama, well, we know the mama ain't got sense, not when she sits there and let this man infect her 6 times. 6 times. Who does that? Carla Henry, welcome, my love. Happy Thursday, baby. Miss Jackson, I see you, boo. Welcome, welcome. Marty says, I think Shannon said she healed to make it look like Naziyah said. Miss Moca, they wouldn't buy her pads. So don't think they're going to pay private doctor fees. Couldn't go through DCFS too many times. How a 13-year-old is so promiscuous. That's how they live. That's how they live. And they were okay with it, Marty. They were quite okay with it. Cool Girl Sister says, Mocha, every woman who had a daughter, he wanted to take them. Didn't want to talk to Poppy. Oh, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. In New Times Now, welcome to the chat, my love. Love you even more, and thank you so much for joining the porch. Kenyatta Marie says, Mocha, you always thought it was an old picture. Our baby was sick, and she was getting dark, too. Kenyatta Marie, I'm going to be honest. I swear, I thought that picture was a much younger picture of Naziyah. And I have to say that because that particular picture do not coincide. It don't match her TikTok pictures. It just don't. It don't. That last day picture, she was a little thicker. In those TikTok videos, she was much thinner. Unless I mean, help me out. I mean, that's the way I saw it. Cool Girl says, when I look at her last picture, she was smaller, didn't look like herself, more distance. Huh. Absolutely. They knew he was touching those children, y'all. Pretty feet, they knew. They knew. I'm telling you all, I'm not convinced, right? I'm not convinced that that last picture that they said was her last day at school. It's just me. It's just me. I am so not convinced that that was her last day. I'm not convinced that that was the last picture of her. I'm so not convinced. Mm-mm. That looked like a younger version of her. Kenyatta Marie said he was so mad that Tasha was on the call. He only wanted to talk to her daughter. He only dealt with her son to get to the daughter. I could believe that because Kenyatta Marie, when they were at Walmart and the son said Tasha was outside doing something, he kept asking, where your sister? Put her on the phone. Hey, Peaches, welcome, my love. Happy Thursday, boo. Where your sister? That dude was sick. And the fact that all these hoes was on the phone with him all giggly. The fact that they were all giggly. Tony said, Mocha, that's why his daughter said what she said. Right, absolutely, Tony. Now we're understanding. Now we're understanding. So my thing is this. Again, like I said, and I'm not going to never retract what the fuck I said. Because what I said is, everybody in Annette's family, everybody associated with that camp, every fucking body that knew Annette lived and breathed, everybody that ever went to that house, everybody fucking knew. You hear me? Cousins knew. Nieces knew. Sisters knew. Uncles knew. Big Perm knew. The bishop knew. Frank knew. And all these hoes that we still don't know about that visited Annette's house, that frequented that home, they all knew. And I'm not going to take it the fuck back. Kamisha, my girl, welcome, boo. They all knew. So they all convinced me with that bullshit portraying what they didn't know. Because how many years this shit been going on? Y'all was so close to Shannon. Huh. Y'all knew she was dripping. She had been dripping for years. And y'all just bypassed that. Y'all accepted that. Miss me with all y'all shit. But these children had to pay the price. Just stop it. And this shit ain't gonna never be right because nobody wants to stand up, come to the front of the class and own their shit. If you drop the ball, you drop the ball. Say that. But don't defend all that nastiness. Don't defend all that wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with saying I fucked up. Ain't nothing wrong with saying I didn't think it was gonna be all of that. But don't sit up here and try to deflect as to what you didn't see and what you weren't a part of. Man, miss me with that. Kenyatta Marie said, Jernell said Shannon was evicted for prostitution and drugs. What? What? Huh. It's always late. A lady says, my heart aches for all the babies' lives he ruined due to these thirsty, desperate women who wanted a remedial, poor excuse of a human being who had absolutely nothing to offer any of them but STDs. Absolutely. Because what could he have given them? He walked the streets looking like the real life boogeyman. He looked stank from a distance. Just looking at him, just looking at pictures, he looks stink, Miss Always a Lady. So what was it that he had to offer? Other than a filthy brain. And a nasty thirst and an urge and a desire to do all the freaky things. Something tells me he had a mission. He was the devil. He was truly the devil. And he was on a mission. And the sad part about him being on a mission, those women help him fulfill his mission. They sacrifice themselves for filth, and they sacrifice their goddamn children. This is sad. Tony said, so Moca, that's why the brother won't let his children around him. The other family members won't bring their children to a net house, period. Let's talk about that, Tony. Let's talk about that, Tony. But Tony, I see you, sunshine. Okay, boo. Tony. But we weren't supposed to question that, right? We wasn't supposed to ask. We wasn't supposed to notice. Because remember, we didn't know that. That's information that y'all volunteered. Oh, we don't let our children go there. Why? So you got to be careful how you lie. You got to be very careful how you want to tell a fucking story. You got to be mindful. Because while you're lying and deflecting, children were being hurt. So people like y'all couldn't help me look for a stray cat or a lost puppy. Because if you don't give a damn about a child that's supposed to be related to you or that you knew, you don't give a damn about a stranger. And you damn sure don't give a damn about a stray animal. So how can anybody take any fucking thing y'all say serious? How could y'all take anything? Man, y'all people need to get the fuck on. Ron says the way their weight fell off, really saggy. Everything about them looks bad. Looks bad. And look, Annette walking around here fold up. She right about now, she walking shaped like a goddamn question mark. Karma go whip y'all ass. Leisure lady said, shit. Leisure lady said, how the hell is ass bleeding? How the hell is his ass bleeding go affect Pachi? He didn't know how to lie. He didn't know how to fix that lie. He didn't know how to fix that lie. Your ass, you bleeding from the ass. But Tachi been affected 6 times. 6 times. She was getting treatment when they raided our goddamn house. And y'all sad to let this man keep affecting y'all, infecting y'all over and over and over again. Ooh, child, if nastiness was a billboard, all you bitches would be on it. All of y'all. Tootie say he left them all full of low white blood cells. Miss Jackson says, maybe lady, shit. She introduced Jarvis to the family. That's what they said, Miss Jackson. Lady was the one that introduced him. My girl, Miss Always a Lady, said, I definitely believe he knew he had it and tried to give it to as many people as possible. You know what, Miss Always a Lady? I could truly believe that. I truly can. Because there ain't shit normal about that. Who would do that? And to so many different people. And the fucked up part is he had no picks and chooses, even damn children. Even children. Marty says, remember the party? When Annette near slip her hip out of joint to get to Drip a Lot? One of his youngest daughters turned and looked at him when Annette screamed his name. She cut her eyes in total disgust and hate. Well, they all did. Kenyatta Marie says he knew what he had. That's why he always knew they were on the toilet. Every time he called, where you at? On the toilet. Where you at? On the toilet. Where you at? On the fucking toilet. On the damn toilet. Bowels moving like water. But the thing is, Kenyatta Marie, none of them hoes started to go and get checked. And even if they did, ain't nobody reported his ass. Because let me tell you, had he been reported, let's lay it all on the floor in JB's word. Had they reported it, right? We wouldn't be wondering, where's Naziyah today? We would not be wondering, where is Naziyah today, had they reported that filth long time ago. Where's the medical records? See, Wayne County is fucked up and piss poor on all goddamn levels. Because right about now, my thing is, Naziyah was in a system. Naziyah had Medicaid benefits. Naziyah had free medical care. And for as many times as Naziyah frequented the doctor, even in her disappearance, one thing that they should have pulled was her medical record. And if that medical record was pulled, the infections would have been there as well. So I have a problem with Wayne County. PJ, absolutely. That's why he wore the mask. That's why he wore, hey, Mariah, happy Thursday, boo. That's why he wore the mask. It wasn't that nobody knock his goddamn teeth out. A walking infection. And then the sad part about it, he tried to make a big deal while he's on the phone with Kizzy, telling Kizzy what population they put him in Wayne County. Now, bitch, they put you in the population with those of your kind. And you was never on trustee. Now, people ain't want you moving around like that. Who wanted you serving them food in that way? Get the fuck on. Miss Jackson said, Kizzy, Dina, Nate, North Carolina, all say they had doctor's appointments. Shit. Even Kenzie said she was getting injections for something. Well, ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a salty bitch? But yet, Miss Jackson, they always entertaining them on the phone. They always entertaining them. Tootie said, I just asked my husband. And prisons do, when you're in prison, you do have to take an ABC class. He said only people who get them classes are ABC patients, and they're mandatory. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Sugar T, welcome, boo. Leisure Lady said, Kizzy said she knew he wanted her yellow ass. And y'all know what's really sad, though? Let me tell you what's really sad in all of this right now. He left them with the gift of a lifetime. Right now, they're spreading cheers of goodwill and of Jarvis Butts all through Detroit right now. Third hand, fourth hand, fifth hand infections. Charlotte Stewart said, hey, Moca, that's why Shannon lost that number 6 baby. Who knows, girl? Who knows? Cool Girl Sister said, Smoke, if you notice, they all had weight on them before they met him. Listen, in the very beginning, from what we knew of those, we knew of the Harris clan. That's all I could say. We didn't know about these other women until prison. Found out about the other women when he went to jail. So I can't say what I know the other women look like because I don't know. But I do know they look fucked up. They all look bad. Ron says, what kind of bitch don't want to take care of our own coochie? A trifling one. A trifling one. Ms. Jackson says, stress put 10 on any medical issue. Listen, Ms. Jackson, 10, 20, 30, all of that shit. They look bad. My girl Deborah Crosby is here. Hey, boo. Miss Always the Lady says, I think Shannon and them definitely knew about Naziyah. In the latest videos of her, she was definitely pregnant. No way they didn't know. They knew everything. They knew everything. I don't believe a goddamn thing none of them people say. They knew, they saw, they were there. So they could miss me with all that shit. Why y'all think, or as crazy as people want to call Mimi, why y'all think they tried to interfere when Mimi was going out there in the name of searching? They wanted to shut her up. Hey, Wanda. Welcome, boo. Miss Jackson says, where did Tachi see all the pill bottles if he lived with Angel? Or only stayed at our house from 10 to 2, 3 days a week? Miss Jackson, that's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. And then when he tried to give her that excuse again, Tachi told him, with your dirty ass. But Tachi, you dirty too, my girl. You dirty too. And you allowed him to dirty and muddy you up 5 more times. 1 would have been enough. But you let it happen 5 more times. Y'all all some nasty asses. Ron said, and they all knew how ill he was. Absolutely. Miss Jackson said, Nay said she kept getting nosebleeds. Child, every indicator. Leisure Lady said she was about to tell. Jarvis was avoiding her like the plague. Yep. Kenyatta says, I wonder will we ever get justice? Will one of them ever speak out? Kenyatta, that's a good question. The question is, I'm not too heavy on will we get justice, because one thing I know for certain, too, for sure, we will get justice. That child will get justice. The bigger question, will any of them nasty hoes ever speak out and tell the truth? That's the question. Because how the hell you can walk around this many years knowing that a minor child has disappeared and you not open your goddamn mouth and say a word about what you know and what you knew? Too late to be scared that it may implicate you. Too late to be afraid. You should have been afraid when you knew what the fuck was going on and you didn't open your mouth and say a goddamn thing. How the fuck you trust anybody like that? Person like that can't goddamn tell me it's raining outside, even if I open the motherfucking door and see it's goddamn thundering and lightning and raining. Let me go find out for my goddamn self, because I wouldn't sit under none of you bitches for y'all to tell me a goddamn thing, because y'all some evil. Y'all ain't trustable for shit. The world couldn't even trust y'all with a child in y'all care. How the fuck y'all go around and lose a whole goddamn child? But yet, because all we want is justice. You don't want a goddamn thing because you should have been fighting for safety and you didn't. Tootie says somebody made that last picture at school because you could see an older woman's hand and nails in the picture. Go look, girl. Girl, I'm gonna go look. They're too busy wanting to protect a goddamn Annette. That's their problem. Deborah Crosby said that picture was a younger picture of Naziyah. I believe so too. Carla Henry said, yep, Moca, they all knew. All of them knew. Martin says, in that Uncle Daddy freaky video, Naziyah is no older than 7, 8 years old. That's not a recent photo of Naziyah. It's older than Summer Shannon draws. They didn't want people to see. Whole stunning. Naziyah was looking at him at Marty. That's the problem. Marty, that's the problem. They made it the fuck happen. And Carla Henry, you were absolutely right. Right? Carla Henry said that's why they want us to be quiet about it, because we will find out about their dirt. At what they think they're smart, Carla Henry. At whatever cost, they want to cover their dirt. They want their dirt. They want to cover all their involvement. Just like they think they threw dirt on Naziyah, they want to throw dirt on whatever role they played. And you know who's another dummy in my opinion? And that's just me speaking. I don't mean no harm by a motherfucking thing I say. Mark D. Because he was in a cut long enough and he learned a lot and he knows a lot. And if he want to be Captain Savior. But then again, he ain't going to talk either. Because he had an involvement with Jarvis in such a way. This shit is all beginning to make sense to me. Mark D goes on this platform to expose Jarvis. But yet, Come to find out, Mark D and Jarvis walking hand in hand in dealings at a warehouse. Man, we cannot make this shit up. So why was the pressure? Listen, who put the bug in Mark D in? Who pulled his chain and told him this is the direction you go into? Who encouraged Mark D to do all what he did when it came to Jarvis? And only for the end result to come out that they're kumbayaing. The fuck? Leisure Lady said that's exactly why that church got rid of a net ASAP. Absolutely. Abso-goddamn-lutely. No accountability. Tootie says, I think that picture was an AI picture because they just put a headshot of her. Because those boys in the back of the class look way older to be in middle school. And my thing is, Tootie, why the fuck would she take a picture knowing everybody and their mama in the background? Carla Henry said they're probably watching us right now. And who gives a fuck? Hello? My girl Deborah Crosby said Jarvis was happy when that girl told him she was having a girl baby. He had a creepy laugh. Didn't he, girl? He sounded like the Joker. Beautiful Soul said, first off, the doctor will have to ask a bunch of questions. They want to know, how did she get the 1, 2, 3s? Then they want to know who she was pregnant by. Questions that they didn't want to answer. Absolutely. Abso-goddamn-lutely. And that's the problem because listen, with what you just said, Beautiful Soul, it makes a whole lot of sense, boo, because Shannon said, I repeat, Shannon said during her conversation with Cash, wherever the fuck Cash at, I don't know. But Shannon said they could not take Naziyah to the doctor. Too many questions. Too many questions. And they didn't want to put Annette in a position to have to answer them. These bitches came out here and told on their goddamn selves. Told on themselves. Tony says Naziyah was the one that was going to bust it wide open. Kim Worthless, bring your ass out here and explain this shit because you know everything with your worthless ass. Imagine that. Imagine that. But what gets me is there's so much within this situation. So much in this situation that's being hidden, not being talked about. Because from what I know in a real world, anybody that has a missing loved one and they want to find them, right? They would break down heaven and hell to get to theirs. And they would recruit all the help in the world if they could. But instead of these motherfuckers asking for help, wanting help, accepting help, they fight the fucking help. So what are you fighting the help for? What is it that you don't want exposed? What is it that you don't want uncovered? What is it that you don't want brought to the light? That's what the people got to think about. It ain't the fact that they can't get along with this one and they can't get along with that one. That's the farthest thing from the goddamn truth. The truth of the matter is my hands ain't clean either. And Voice Box talks too goddamn much. And we know for a fact She done said some shit and stepped on our toes the long way. Ooh, loud. Stop. These people got to stop. New Times says, and they didn't even stop to think. I wonder, did he mess with my kids? They didn't care. New Times. None of these women gave a damn about their children. When I tell you none of them gave a damn. And I'm not only talking about Annette and her clan. I'm talking about all them nasty women that Jarvis has been with. All of them. Not one of them hoes gave a damn about their children. Because they put their children in harm's way. They put their children in harm's way because they loved a man that didn't love them. Jarvis had nothing to offer none of these women. I mean, none of them. So they sat there on hope. They sat there wishing. Tasha felt like she was the one when he said, why you think I proposed to you? Bitch, you didn't do her no favors. You didn't do her no favors. So you figure you gave her a president, she gave you a president, and you giving her one back. Make it make sense. Deborah Crosby said, I believe he did not like women. That's why he treated them that way. He was into men. That shit, girl, shut your mouth and keep on talking, Deborah Crosby. Girl, Deborah Crosby, I'm with you when you're right, baby. I'm with you when you're right. For those of you that may have missed Deborah Crosby's comment, Deborah Crosby says, I believe he did not like women. And for all his women that's in the bushes, I believe he didn't like y'all. That's why he treated all y'all sorry asses the way he did. He was into men. That's why he had blood coming out his ass. Make that make sense, because he said there was not no hemorrhoids. He said he didn't have polyps. I didn't say that. I didn't make it up. Go back and listen. He said there was no hemorrhoids. He said it was no polyps. But he said it was blood. It was blood, nothing but the blood. Ooh, loud. If y'all think, chat. Deborah Crosby, thank you for that, boo. Chat. If y'all believe, Leisure Lady, when he said it was prostate, girl, I hit the floor. So he didn't know, nobody never told him that his prostate was not a part of his asshole. Nobody never told him that. If y'all believe, or if y'all feel, or if y'all think, however you want to word this shit, however you want to word it, if y'all have an inkling, or just considered that Jarvis tooted it up and bend it over and grab his ankles for men, if y'all believe Jarvis allowed men to change his transmission oil, if y'all believe Jarvis allowed men to give him a tune-up, if y'all believe Jarvis allowed these men to change his oil, man, put some ones in the chat. And if you don't believe, give me a 2. I just want to say, I just want to see. I see y'all one. I see y'all. I see y'all. Ooh. New time. That girl said he infected her 6 times. Run, Dooley, I see you, boo. 6 times. You hear me? You playing with children and slow women because they're not going to talk. But you got these men giving you all changes and tune-ups. You tooting it up in a shop. King, bring your ass here. Because you a woman beater. So since you beating on women, oh, baby, we got a connection now. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Nobody can make me believe he didn't know. Y'all cannot. Could it have been him changing the oil? Could it have been him giving a tune up? It's always the lady said Jarvis nasty ass probably created new strains of disease. Baby. Eh, eh. Carla Henry said Jarvis was a ticking time bomb. Absolutely. Absolutely. Leisure Lady says, I believe men did get a hold of his ass in prison the first time. He was too... The chat ain't shit. Let me not look up at y'all comments. Y'all ain't shit for real. Carla Henry says that's why his ass was walking funny in court. Ooh, girl. Now that you think, girl, now that you say it. Marty said no. I was bucking that first and would drip a lot. She was at the family parties when his grandma was alive. There's photos to prove that. They put everything on lady. God, Marty, Marty, let me read this shit a goddamn again, girl. Marty says no, it was Bucket that first knew drip a lot. She was at family parties when his grandma was alive. There's photos to prove that. They put everything on lady. Yet, if she so lost, who kept her exhaust pipe alive? Marty, shut your mouth and keep on talking, girl. Ooh, child, this getting juicy. Ooh, child, it's getting juicy. And Marty, I love the way Marty remember the shit that she remember. Thank you for bringing that back, Marty. I love when you run it back. I love when you run it back, Marty. Yes, I do, Lord. We don't forget on the porch. God damn it, the light might go off. No, we go dim this bitch. We don't never turn it off. We appreciate you, Marty. Carla Henry said Wayne County definitely didn't do their goddamn job. They didn't care. They just wanted this case over with. That's it, and that's all. And look at how many people suffered. Look at how many people had to pay the price. These hoes walking around here with gangrene falling out their goddamn drawers. Y'all bitches may as well not wear none. I do mean not wear none. Y'all walking around here with acid in your drawers. Man, that's the nastiest shit. Y'all should be embarrassed. Y'all children should never want to sit on a toilet seat behind y'all. Never. Ariane said, Mocha, the crazy part is, there was all riders for their man. Absolutely, Ariane. All of them. All of Ariane, hold up. Not just the women. Not just his soul-saved women, because anytime you see a motherfucker that says she don't like him, she can't stand him, ABC, 1, 2, 3, whatever the fuck ever, and then come back because he easy on the eye. He easy on the eyes. What the fuck you mean? Tootie said that baby have a strong spirit. That's why she's letting the real story unfold. Absolutely, Tootie. Tootie, and more than that go come out. More than that go come out. More than that go come out. Marty, girl, you better keep on talking, boo. Keep on talking, Marty. Marty says no. Bucket was very young when she was in them family parties. There's a receipts of that. Way back when the first girl he talked to. Think about who that was. I ain't putting the name in the chat because them all touched. Marty. So Marty. Girl. So that was doing JoJo time. Marty, I ain't crazy. Hey, Portia, my girl. Welcome, boo. PJ said, Mocha, remember? Remember, they put that medical examiner on that stand. That was not Naziyah's pediatrician. In my opinion, old Worthless knew also dirty, low down, lying demons. Absolutely. Because I've always wondered how the hell you gonna put a goddamn medical examiner up here who don't know shit about that child. This shit was rigged from the gate. And the sad part about it, that family knew it was rigged. Nobody challenged shit. Nobody challenged the damn thing. Roz, that whole family knew. And want to call us crazy. I ain't crazy, bitch. I got a truth that you cannot touch. Uh-huh. And that's the problem. Mocha speaks the truth. Uh-huh. Y'all want me to come with receipts. Talk to God. That's what you do. Go to God. Bitch, don't bother me. Don't bother how I get it. But I know I got it. Kenyetta Marie said that's why Roxy didn't fight Shannon. One scratch, and she would have been sick too. They knew. They all fucking know, bruh. Tony said that's why the brother said it don't fuck with him. Everybody got a reason, baby. Everybody got a reason. Deborah Crosby says they knew. That's why they stopped caring for her. Naziyah was asking Jarvis for money for her personal needs. But you know what? I believe they stopped doing for that child long before that. That child was in there just existing. She struggled for survival. Marty says everything they want to put on Lady's shoulders. Because she like the exhaust crack pipe. Because who gonna believe her? But hey, Roxy's the one that kept Lady fly high from Naziyah going missing. And how you and Lady not at the sentencing. Marty, everything about this family tells a story. Everything about these women that Jarvis Butts laid down with tells a story. Because how could you be so slow, so naive, so gullible, and so proud to say you got a yellow man, looking like the goddamn crypt keeper. How could you be proud of that? But yet, you think you gaining and you losing all at the same time. He's sucking your soul loose. He done sucked your soul loose and left you with a present that you can't even take it back to customer service and return it if you wanted to. Roz says, as it was happening. That part, Roz. As it was happening, they didn't say anything and they didn't prevent it, but it's our fault. It's our fault, right? Man, y'all, them people better go to hell. Wanda says, getting back to the groove. So did they show up and show out? Because they're coming. Nobody's. That's why Frank was at that court. Absolutely, Wanda. Absolutely. That Roz says, as a matter of fact, the family was the one that made a way for the abuse to actually happen. Hello? They invited Jarvis Butts in. They gave him a free place to stay. They gave him a place to stay. Ooh, I love that. Y'all talking, baby. Y'all, Carla Henry said it probably started when they put lipstick on Naziyah and big ass earrings. She looked like she was around 4 years old. Absolutely, Carla Henry. They put her to work. Annette need her ass whipped. And that family members can't make me believe they wasn't around there when that child was 4. Miss Always the lady said, correct me if I'm wrong. But isn't Annette son of cop? If so, it makes sense how Annette's clan received no charges and why Naziyah slipped through the cracks. It's a lot of corruption. It's a lot of corruption connected to that family. And I don't give a damn if we got to talk about this for 15 years until something happens or a word comes around for that baby. That's how it's going to go down. Roz said, and that's why they're cat scratching at each other. They know what happened. They know. They absolutely know. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Roz said, and they're so tough. We from the D. So tough they lost a whole child. So tough they let Jarvis Butts around. All that badass talk don't mean shit. Listen, that's how tough they are. So tough, physically lost one child. So tough. You're so goddamn tough, big and bad, smart at the same time. And y'all done lost a whole bunch of children in a fucking process. So make that shit make sense. Make it make sense. I'm with you, Roz, girl. That's crazy. But y'all sitting down here. Jarvis Butts done walk Detroit. Walk Detroit. You hear me? And y'all, the thing that gets me is this. We could conversate on the women that we heard on them phone calls because there are more phone calls to come. We could conversate on the women that we heard these phone calls from. Think about the ones that didn't make the cut. Think about all the people he's been with that we don't know about. Natasha say, Surviving Monster Butts got more seasons and chapters than the Power series on Stars. Absolutely. And Natasha's going to get worse before it get better. That's crazy. Ron said he left all their ass with an itch that they can't scratch. Carla Henry says, it probably okay, I read that one already. Portia said gave all these women and children diseases like it was nothing. I'm telling you, he was on a mission for the devil. He was on a mission for the devil. You hear me? And all them dumb hoes fell for it. Because they thought he looked good. Bitch, y'all wouldn't know what looked good if it slapped you in the face. Y'all let Lucifer walked Detroit and took damn near a whole city out. But y'all want to get mad at people. Y'all want to get mad at people. The truth is there. It's right there. Anytime a man could have 20-some children that we know of, that ain't a talk about the ones we don't know of. Y'all let Lucifer walk free. Wanda said, yep, look at the young girl in the church with the wig on. How old was she? About 6? If she was that old, Wanda. If she was that old. Ron said he want to get mad, cuss people out, but where is Naziyah? They could cuss till they goddamn teeth fall out. That don't move shit. Beautiful Soul said, my question is, who you know can go in court and reset a court date? Jarvis Butts can. He did. He did. Now let somebody go and try that shit and see what you get. Tony says, Moca, he lied to them dumb hoes, saying he gonna take his melatonin and sleep like a baby. He know damn well he couldn't get no melatonin in jail. Tony, he told them slow, and they bought it too, Tony. They believe he was taking melatonin. Tony, he was getting his daily dose. Maybe when he took his medication for the ABC 1, 2, 3, maybe it made him sleepy. So maybe instead of saying it was what it was, maybe he just called it a little melatonin. Maybe he called it a little night pill. Damn it. That nigga said he had prostate cancer, but they gave him antibiotics. Antibiotics. Shit. PJ said, Shannon, bring your dumb ass to the porch and tell us what the hell you meant when you told Roxy this is what you're wanting. Again, like I said, it's a never-ending saga. It's a never-ending saga. The stories don't, the stories ain't changing. Instead, they're getting juicier and juicier, and more shit is coming out on Detroit and them people. But it's everybody's fault. It's everybody's fault. Marty said, "The man, no women. Them rejects and goddamn rejects and defects." Black God, it says we still got the year 2025 to listen to. Just imagine how many women he got under his drippy D. Says, ooh, child, just imagine. Just imagine, like I said, they allowed him to walk the streets of Detroit and do the shit that he done. And something is telling me he done wiped out the whole. I believe he done moved from county to county. I believe he switched. He ran out of slow ones. Jesus. Tony said them raccoons need to shut the hell up and get on that bus and go to the damn clinic. But they want to argue with social media, miss us with the bullshit. Carla Henry said, I'm blaming that goddamn neighborhood. They had to know something wasn't right in that household. Carla Henry, I'm with you. But Carla Henry, the family came out and said that everybody was scared of Annette. Carla Henry, do you believe that? Do you believe that there are so many people that's afraid of Annette that they would not say how children are being harmed? Yeah, no. Man, they could go to hell with that. Oh, Lord. And go running. Cool Girl's sister said it was all fools for him and believed everything he said. Absolutely. He had a gift of gab. Black God is absolutely. Black God is since then he done hit in different states too. Hell, exactly. It says. All around the world. All around the world. You hear me? But the sad part is they knew. Everybody knew. These women allowed this man to people call him a manipulator. He ain't manipulating shit because you got to be a little smarter than that to be a manipulator. Jarvis Butts had a mission. He had a mission. He had a plan to execute, and he did it. And he found the slowest. He found the weakest. He found those that he know sniffed chalk and ate crayons. Those were his target. Ross says JB was reported. So they knew something was wrong. Again, they're so tough. They were afraid of Annette. See, Roz, they don't like their truth. They don't like their truth, Roz, to surface. They don't like their truth. I need Cornell. Where he at? I need Cornell to make a call. Health department. Health department. Call him. Get a goddamn paddy wagon. Pick them all up. Marty said, Moca, could it be he had ABC 1, 2, 3 tests or results the day he rearranged his court date? That's why Blue car. Girl, Marty, I ain't fucking with you. But Marty, I don't believe he found out that day. Marty, he been knowing. Marty, he been walking around with that dirty dang line for years. For years, he's been walking around with that dirty rooster. And just imagine how much nastiness and filth and infections and unnamed episodes was hiding in that dirty D if his shit wasn't circumcised. Not, oh, loud. Tony says, Moca, If he got prostate cancer, why he didn't get the surgery done? And you don't bleed from your ass. That was them sticks that was putting up there because he was a damn sure limping. Well, Tony, I will say this. Now, when he was in jail, yeah, he was limping. But the story he brings with the bleeding, Tony, that was years ago. Because he told her. What he did tell her was, he told her, he said, you remember when I told you that I was on that medicine? And they gave me medicine for prostate. And then I stopped taking it because I was on them antibiotics. Well, goddamn, make up your mind, bro. Make up your mind. Make up your goddamn mind. Look at my girl, Sakina. Hey, boo. Too late, Mariah. Too late, Mariah. Mariah said, I hate to say it, y'all. I hate to say it, but I hope they none went down on it. Mariah, you're too late, my girl. Mariah, you heard Nate. Nate said, because when I went to suck it, it smelled like... And now she's trying to find her white blood cells. He was nasty. And I believe he made them all suck it, Mariah. Look at the 4-year-old. Look at the 4-year-old. Nay say. Because you know. That's why I said you must have was with a woman. Cause when you came here and I went to suck and it had smelled like Nate, shut the fuck up. Shut up. You round your sucking dirty day. You smelled it and it didn't smell right, but yet he made you do it. See, y'all don't get no awards and no rounds of applauses from me from this bullshit. Y'all really don't. Because y'all chose to do this shit. Ain't nobody could have forced y'all to do a damn thing that y'all done. So whatever comes y'all hoes ways, y'all asked for it, y'all volunteered for this shit. He couldn't make y'all do nothing. And then you were super slow because you repeated it. You repeated it. And Shannon, I could only imagine how many sucks you did. He was at Wayne County, bitch. You was taking a bath while you was on the phone with him and you was hoping to still be sucking. That's why your edge is gone, motherfucker. They're infected. The medicine Kizzy is on ate all her edges. The medicine Angel is on. Knock her teeth out and sunk her jaws in. The Haiti lady. Ooh, child. Don't get me started. Lord, don't get me started. Don't get me started. This is ridiculous. Since when this shit was acceptable? Ariane said JB was playing Duck Duck Goose. You ain't no damn Duck Goose he was playing. He was calling the shots. He wanted to let them know, bitches, I know y'all slow, so this is how it's going down. Sakina said, Sakina ain't shit. My girl said, sucky, sucky. With that smell, nobody was lucky. Absolutely not, Sakina, because right now they all got penicillin. These hoes got penicillin for life. I feel sorry for the next man. Carla Henry, you're absolutely right. Carla Henry said you gotta laugh to keep from crying. Marty said they all sang the same old song by Millie Small. My boy lollipop make my tongue go giddy up. Every dumb, oh, and not lollipop make my tongue go giddy up. Ron said, but what's super sick is what he must have put Naziyah through. She was exposed to all that plus some. Sakina, girl, that's the Bushwatchers. The Bushwatchers really don't want to hit the like button for me, girl. And that's okay. You know, and it's a damn shame to come to somebody's house and don't knock on the door, you know, but you just want to sit there. I hope the biggest mosquitoes in the world come out those bushes and tear y'all asses up. Leave y'all with a prescription. How about that? Y'all want to sit in my bushes and listen to Jarvis Butts prescriptions that he done left these people, but them mosquitoes go fuck y'all up and y'all go have a prescription too. Y'all go stop sitting in the bushes and not doing the right thing. Because I don't ask for shit. I don't ask for much. And all I asked was that y'all just please hit the like button. But oh no, y'all want to sit in them goddamn bushes and listen to what Moca got to say so y'all can go back and talk about Moca. Well, I don't give a fuck. Instead of talking about Moca, y'all should have been talking about Jarvis Butts because he gave y'all a lot to talk about, but y'all was scared of him, dog. Y'all was scared of him. So I ain't worried. We're going to be okay on this porch. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Because the conversation will go on. The conversation don't stop here. Chandra said Kizzy was the main sucker. Sucked so much all her hair came off. Knocked all her edges off, Chandra. All of them. All of them. Tony says, when did he wash his ass? Because he only gave them raccoons 2 hours apiece. You messing with cars. Mocha all day. I bet they had ring around the tub. Girl, you worried about ring around the tub. Let's talk about the ring around the ass and the ring around the mouth and the ring around the lips and the ring around the cooch. These girls ain't nothing. Listen. These poor women, all of them there, all they good them, they need to take their bodies to the salvage yard. Ain't nothing working. Ain't nothing desirable. Ain't nothing left. Shit. Can't nobody fix that. He left them in a bad place. Bad place. Oh, he left them in a bad place. PJ said, Mocha, stop. Now you heard what Nate in a Flip Wilson voice said. The devil made me do it. Because you know I love you and you always want to accuse me of cheating. I do anything for you. You did it just a little too much, Bo. You did it just a little too much. Talking about crazy in love. Ooh, child. That movie said love don't cost a thing. Bitch, love costed y'all everything. Y'all ain't got nothing left to give. Y'all all loved out. Y'all see another man coming in this day and age, y'all need to run. Y'all really need to run. Sakina said, Mocha. Mocha said she done sucked so much, she sucked her edges out. All of them, Sakina. Sakina, her hairline starts in the middle of her head, boo. Her hairline starts in the middle of her head. They're going to stop playing with Mocha. They're going to stop playing with me for real. I be trying to handle them hoes with grace. But you gonna let a slow man, a greasy, oily, nasty man do all this shit to you? Make that shit make sense. What did this man have that put these women in such a chokehold? What did they have? What did the Crip people have that put these hoes in a chokehold? Y'all gotta do better. We ain't doing this. But y'all, we done been out here long enough. We done been out here long enough. We done been out here 2 hours. Let me get my ass up off this porch. But we gonna dim the light. We ain't turning that hoe off. We gonna dim the light. And we gonna be back on this porch tomorrow doing what we do. Sakina, they will want us. They will want us. We gonna come back on this porch tomorrow night and do what we do. Oh, tomorrow Friday. Oh yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's gonna be a Friday night. Friday night. We probably could do a little extension on Friday night. But we done came out here. We done did what we had to do, baby. We gonna call it a night. And we gonna come back with another session on tomorrow. Because all this shit got to be addressed. And like I said, we're going to talk about it till the wheels fall off. Yes, we will. Lord, y'all got PJ in here singing, so I know it's time to go. PJ said it takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. Y'all heard him. Chandra said, how could they not know he wasn't faithful? Chandra, they didn't give a damn. They didn't give a damn. Carla Henry said Detroit got to stop them females. Are they going to have everybody in Detroit sick? Not sick. They're going to have everybody in Detroit kicking up dirt. That's what's going to happen. Chandra said, how could they not know he wasn't faithful if they kept getting burnt? 6 times, Chandra. Chandra, I cannot get over 6 times. Good night, Ron Dewey. Look at Marty. I knew she was coming swinging. Marty said, listen, Bushwatchers, y'all need to get the message out. Special Clinic got syringe with their name on it before you go and hit them thumbs up high, because you get government health warning right here on Miss Moca porch. Remember, a thumbs up is free. Absolutely, Marty. But y'all, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say God bless. I love each and every one of you. Man, let's get up on out of here. And I'm going to see y'all on tomorrow night. I'm going to see y'all on tomorrow night. Y'all say a prayer for me because I'm going to say a prayer for y'all. And with God's grace, we will be back here on tomorrow. Thank everybody for showing up on the porch tonight. Let me say that first and foremost. I appreciate everybody that hit the like button, everybody that passed through the camp, everybody that supported the channel. You're greatly appreciated. You shared out this live. Thank you. Thank you. Just showing up. Thank you. Replay crew, I see you coming through. Thank you too. Good night, everybody. God bless.
We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. No. Motor leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. Team full of truth and a chat full of cheer. Mocha in the seat, steady steering the ship. Every topic got depth, every comment got grip. We don't tear folks down, we just build them up. If you're moving off love, then you one of us. Know the pride in the room and the vibe so loud. Every bell in the check gon' rep that crowd. We stand tall, we rise as one. Know the bells, built a lane where the real ones stay. Ain't no faking the funk, ain't no playing for clout. You bring that mess, we gon' sort that out. But this ain't about drama, it's about love, it's about healing, it's about trust. Every child, every voice, every name in the breeze. We gon' stand for the ones no one else gon' see. So we rise tall, we rise as one. Oh no, no bellows, the work ain't done. Won't you lead it from the heart, never run. Truth and care and everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. One mic, one tribe, one mission in mind. We protect what's right and we hold that line. It's the chat where the truth and the love collide, where the voices don't hide and the pain gets light. We see you, we feel you, we fight for the cause. Every kid, every tear, we break down walls. When you hear that bell, that's the call to act. We family now, and that's just facts. We stand tall, we rise as one. We rise as one. Blow the bells, the work ain't done. Won't you lead it from the heart, never run. Truth and care are everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This one's for every voice we fight for and every child who needs to be heard. We see you, we feel you. We stand with the truth. This is the Nola Bells. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Stand tall and join the family.
Good night, everyone. God bless.